Welcome back to class. This is the second part of the exterior takeoff that we need to do. So at this point in time, I've got my area measurements using the area tool, which is this tool right here. And I used it. Hopefully you use the area tools to make this simple. And I'm hoping that you copy and pasted a bunch. So try not to go too far backwards, but let's try and move forward. So first thing that I want to try and do is realize that there is a return in the wall right here and right here, right here and right there, that we've got to try and get area measurements of. So this brick, as it goes this way, it wraps around and goes away from you in the view that you're here, and then back across this wall and then back towards you in this view. So how do we know that? And that I'm splitting my screen, and we're going to go move one of the screens to level 1 overall plan. Okay, so I'm looking at the left-hand side of the building over here, and I'm going to zoom in on the left-hand side of the building over here. All right, so we can see this wall right here. I'm on level 1 on the right-hand side, and I'm looking at level 1 on the left. So level 1, we've got a window. That's that window. It's marrying up. Then we've got a door right here, and that's this door right there. Then we've got a window right here. And so the wall in question that we need is this wall right here. It's saying that it's 2 feet from there to there. And so what we need to try and do is measure, which I have right here. I have a length measurement there, but I'll get rid of it. And I'll get rid of a couple more. Okay. So I need this returned wall right here to be brick. And in order to do that, I need to measure this, but that's only going to give me a length. I need a height too. So there's a couple setup things that need to be done. So I'm going to go into my markups list, go into my columns, and you might want to pay attention to how many columns that you have checked off right now. And I really try and limit the numbers of columns that I have active. I've seen other people with like all these things checked or way too many of these things checked, and it's just making your bottom panel too much. So I try and simplify it. Just make sure you're as minimal as possible. So that's an aside, but here's what we need to do. Go into the manage columns, and we're going to go to the custom columns, and I've already made one called wall height. So how you do that is I'll delete it. No, I don't want to delete it. I'm going to leave it. What you would do is you'd hit add, and then you'd type wall height right here and change this to number. So I've already done that, and I'm just going to show you what this looks like. So I double clicked on that. So I've got wall height, number. It's going to be normal format with 2 decimal places is plenty. And then I say OK. I'm going to go ahead and hit save to profile. Yep, that's fine. And then I'm going to say OK. And then it adds this column right here called wall height. And this wall height I've been using for a while, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to go back to my exterior, and I know that this level 1 right here is brick. This is brick all along right here. So I know that this little return wall right there is brick. And I'm just going to get my brick tool, length tool. Okay, so my brick tool scaled out at 2 feet 1 inch. But I need it, that's the length, but I need a height to it as well. So where am I going to get a height? Well, this markup, this takeoff that I did right here, it has a height to it. It's 12.77 feet tall right there. Or I could go in here and figure it out. Okay, I could take this measurement and say, okay, how tall is it? Well, 12.9 1/4. So that's 12.77. So what I really need to do is assign this horizontal dimension right here. I need to assign it a height. So that's why I've selected it. It's in this blue line right here. I'm just going to double click on wall height right here. And it's 12.77 feet tall. So it's 2 feet long or deep, 2'1", 2.083 feet, right? It's 2.083 is 2'1", and it's 12.77 or 12'9 1/4 tall. So that's my wall height right there. So let's go back to it. Whoops, I clicked on something I didn't want to do. There we go. If you don't know about that, we talked about it a while ago with this previous view button. Pretty helpful. So now I've got this one right here. Exterior is the subject, brick is the label. It's a length of 2'1". It's a wall height of 12.77. And what I really care about is what's the area. So you could make this calculation. It's 2 times 12, so it's going to be somewhere around 25 feet, 25 square feet. And we could do that in Excel, but there's another way to do it, and I'm just going to show you that as well. So I'm going to add another column, manage columns, custom columns, add, and this one I'm going to call wall area calculated. All right, wall area calculated, that's good. So I'm going to change this to a formula. And then you start typing in the column names down here. And so the calculation is length times wall height is what we want. So length, and if you literally start typing, you see how these are all the columns that you have. So length was one of the columns. I'm going to double click on that. And then I'm going to hit asterisk, which means times. And then the next thing I'm going to type in is wall height. So there it is right there. Excuse me. And it's going to be normal and 2 decimal places, and that's fine. And as soon as I hit OK and OK, it's going to add another column right here, and it's going to calculate length times wall height. So it's going to multiply this times that number, and it'll put it in a column right there. We'll watch it do that. Go ahead and save that to my profile. Fine with me. And it should be that one. Yeah, about 25 feet. So 2 feet times 12.77. Yeah, so it's 26 square feet. And so I've got that right there, wall area calculated. Okay, now what I need to do is continue that. So this wall continues on, and it goes brick all the way to there. So this one, I could choose just to do this from, so I'm going to go get the brick again. Brick. I kind of don't like that it put it there over there, so I'm going to move it over there. There we go. So this one needs a wall height as well. And I'm just going to go, I could go from here to here, but I can see that it goes all the way up to here. So I might do that real quick. Let's do that one. I'm going to do it that way this time. And I don't know the exact height of it, so I'm just going to do it. Let's see. It is 20'9", which is 20.75. I'm going to delete that because I don't want it. So this one right here is 20 point. No, that's not going to work because it's going to go all the way up through the floor. Decided I'm just going to do it on level 1. 12.77. Okay, I'm done. Then I need this side. Whoops. I used the wrong tool. I want brick. All right. And this one is 12.77. And we'll be able to see as I click on this, there's the blue line. It's now 89 square feet on this side of the wall, on the right hand side of the wall, and it is 146 square feet on this side of the wall. Okay, cool. So one thing we should be able to do from here, so I should be able to take all that right there. And one of the things I did as well was I labeled windows at the same time, because I'm going to copy and paste this a million times. Might as well just do that. So I labeled window 1 and window 2 real quick. And all I did for those was just making a shape. So I just did like I just did a polygon shape, and I changed the subject. Probably should have changed the label to it as well, but I just made it a shape so that I could count them later. So now that I've got all that, copy all this and paste. And all I need to do is move this into the correct spot. And now I've got this dimensioned, I've got the windows counted again, and I've got this side and this side, even though I just duplicated my window count because I didn't erase it. But anyway, so I just copied and pasted over again. So we could do that a whole bunch of times here. So I've already done the window count pasting, so we'll just do the linear dimensions. I'm going to select using the shift key. Come on, get that last one. There we go. Now I've let go of the shift key, right click, copy, and I'll paste. And then I've got to move it all over there into the correct spot. Oh, you know what? I've already got these here. I'm sorry that you just can't see them. I've already got all this stuff done, so basically I'm just copying and pasting them into the spot, but I'm kind of duplicating my work because I already did this once, but I'm showing it again in a anyway, but I've already got the dimension there, so I've got that one right there. I already did it. Brick. This one's going to be brick. Anyhow, I was just showing you an example there. Hopefully that recording didn't confuse you as could be, because I started duplicating my work site is already done. So let's go up a floor and we'll show you what this looks like on the next floor up. So now I'm looking at this space right here, which is this return wall right here and this return wall. So it's this return right there, and that return right there, and then we've got a little bit of brick right here. So this little brick thing comes out, and the way I viewed it was that this right here, this stucco, wraps around. So the stucco comes over here and comes back, and then this brick face only is from here to here, and then this is stucco from here over to here. Again, so it's stucco from return face across the face and then back. So what I did, let me get rid of my deck coating for a second, is I did another linear measurement of stucco using this tool right here. So I just measured stucco, and then I assigned it a wall height. So the wall height, though, you can see right here, I've typed in under wall height 32.14 feet. Well, why did I do that? The reality is the stucco return wall goes all the way up. And how do you know that? Is that you need to flip to the next page. So I'm flipping, I'm on level 2. Now I'm on level 3, and I'm watching right here as I do that. I'm holding down control on my keyboard, and I'm using the arrow left and right keys to be able to do that. The wall doesn't move. The wall length doesn't change. So I'm looking at this right here as I'm flipping my arrow keys back and forth and back and forth. I'm holding down the control key to be able to do that. Yeah, so that wall doesn't change. So this measurement is correct, whether it's on level 2 or level 3. The dimension back is the same. It doesn't change. So I'm just going to assign it 4'6". And then when I type in the wall height, I'm going to see what this area measurement was again. And it was 32.14 feet. So I type back in right here, 32.14 feet. Just double click, type 32.14 feet, and then it's done. I've also done a takeoff for my windows right here. And I already told you how I did that. That was with I just did literally traced around it and then changed the subject so to the W10. Or sorry, that one's a W. Ooh, look, yeah, I've got a W11 right there. And then I did a trace out of the patio right here. And I used the area tool to do that. So let me get rid of it, and I'll do it with this tool. So deck coating. And there's 2 ways to do area measurements, if you remember. You can click and hold down and drag and then let go. But I missed an area, right? So that doesn't work very well. Or you can go do the same thing, deck coatings, and single click, right? Just like normal area measurements. There's lots of options there. And then just trace around it. And then you have deck coatings right there done as well. So I've got my deck coatings, I've got my wall return, I've got my wall return, I've got my little masonry wall return, the brick that's right here. So I assumed this little brick thing right here only returned back to here. Right? I'll get my deck coating back. My original deck coating takeoff was yellow, so I'm going to move that back to being yellow. And then remember, I've got takeoff going all the way up that side, all the way up that side. And once this is done, literally again, you guys got to remember, copy all that, copy, and then paste it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and it's done. So if you do them in groups and then work up to the next floor, so the next floor, all I've got to do is do window takeoffs because I've already got this back wall taken off. That's this one right here. I've already done this side right here, which was done on level 3 because I brought level 3 or level 2. Excuse me, I did it on level 2 going all the way up. So I don't need to do this measurement. I don't need to do this measurement because I did that on level 3 and I assigned it going all the way up. So it's already done on both of those. This face right here is this one, so that's done. And then literally I just need to, so all that was left for me to take off on level 3 was these windows. And so how you do the windows, you can do them lots of different ways, but I used the polygon tool and made a subject with W21. Okay, hopefully that helped. I know that folks are finding it hard to do this part. Hopefully that helped you there.